Hi, I wanted to do a quick update on the video from earlier. The electric car maker, Lordstown Motors. Uh, Apparently, they did a deal with Foxconn, made like a merger. Um, Foxconn bought. Well, here's the story. From what I can gather from it. Number one, updated news. One of our commenters said that they had 19 recalled cars on the assembly line problems. So the good news is that there's not going to be too much work, hopefully, to fix those 19 cars. It's not going to end the world. Probably shouldn't even stop the production line. They just need to yank those cars off of it. Seems like that would fix the problem. But anyhow, hopefully they'll be getting through that shortly. With this Foxconn deal, it looks like Foxconn is a huge company, $18 billion big. They decided to buy the factory where they were building the cars, I keep calling them cars, they're trucks. They bought the truck factory. They bought, I guess, more than half of Lordstown Motors. So Foxconn is now the majority owner of Lordstown Motors. I don't remember us all voting on that, or I didn't see any news about that. But apparently they just dove in, made a deal, bought half of it, more than half of it, and now they're in charge. It's their factory, electric car company with nice trucks, deep pockets. Credit for the Lordstown people for designing a cool truck and making this deal and cashing out, and hopefully got many millions of dollars for their factory, and hopefully got many millions of dollars for how far they took the truck so far. On the other side of the coin, the company that I did the review on earlier, well, we got to see some of the finish line of it. They made some comments. They were going to sell these trucks, these 500 trucks, for less money than it cost them to build. So they were intending on just lowballing them, making 500 trucks, maybe eating $10,000 on every one of them. I have no idea. But they were fixing to put up some revenue. They still will be on March 6th. And I guess this is what we're going to see. We're going to see $15 to $25 million worth of trucks probably sold, new revenue. We're going to see a loss on that. Probably, God knows, maybe $20 million loss on just the selling of the trucks, whatever they margin they didn't collect, the negative margin that they were going to sell them for a loss. They did make the trucks though, and they did get them to market, but they were going to sell them for a loss. They had a couple of $100 million less. It was going to be disappointing. The good news is that they would have had a product, and they would have been able to fund future operations by selling cars. They could have sold them for, I guess they couldn't. They didn't feel like they could sell them for the proper price. They went into fleet sales, and I don't know why they went in that direction, unless they had easy customers. But apparently they weren't paying top dollar. I would have gone for the Tesla customer. I would have gone for the person who wanted a really cool, unique, one-of-a-kind, first edition, brand new. They should have had a waiting list on this truck. They should have had deposits on it. I don't know. It just seemed like they went in a different direction with the sales. They found out they couldn't sell it for what they wanted to. They were going to sell it for less than what it cost to make. And that's the earnings report they were fixing to give us. But Foxconn stepped in. They saved the day. They built the trucks. They have deep pockets. Elon Musk is sweating in his boots. He's got a big company with an electric car and a factory, and ready to rock with it. So it's on. And he's going to wish he bought this one when it was cheap. We might have Foxconn stock soon instead of Lordstown stock. Not sure how that's going to work. Might eventually convert it over. Kind of silly to have a publicly traded company owning a publicly traded company. I don't know if it works like that, but we could find out in the future. Hopefully there's some money to be made on that. I don't know where the price stands. Good Lord, what does this do to the valuation of Foxconn stock? Well, more than half of the shares aren't going anywhere. They're in the possession of Foxconn, so that cuts the market outstanding shares like in more than half, because Foxconn can't get rid of those shares, or they wouldn't be half the owner. So it kind of cut the shares in half. If anything, the rest of the shares that we can all fight over, should be a lot less of them out there. You would think the price would be going up. Maybe it will start going up. I don't know who to invest in at this point. Foxconn, I guess so. It would be their money. Any money that Lordstown make, is it going to go back into Lordstown, or is it going to go off to Foxconn? So many questions. Sounds like Foxconn's the boss on this one. They're going to make all these decisions. But a quick update on a weird situation. Yeah. Neat merger, though. I would call the effort of the electric car company, I don't know if you can call it a win on the surface, because they did give up, technically. They were going to produce some cars. They were going to sell 500 cars or less than 500 cars. They were going to sell them at a loss, and they were never going to make more cars again, perhaps, unless they could get the right price for them. And it didn't look like it was pricing correctly or something. Something made these guys think that they should sell them for less. Maybe Foxconn helped them with that decision. That's possible. They look like pretty cool trucks, though. I wonder what the price was. If anybody knows, let me know. I'd be interested. Was this a $90,000 truck or a $50,000 truck? And we know they're pricing them to lose, so we can just add another $10,000 or $20,000 on there for fun. What would it really cost? And there's $10,000, I think, or $6,000 from the government for buying an electric car right now. Even with that, they had to sell them for less than what it costs to build. Well, not their problem anymore. I don't think we witnessed the first company pulling off from scratch an electric car, except for Elon. But he had a lot of head start. It wasn't like this one. I don't know. I'm a little bit disappointed. Glad everybody won, though. Everybody's rich, and the cars are happening, and Elon's not happy about it, because they are going to put out 32,000 cars every month. They are going to put out 10,000 cars. If this stays Lordstown and they keep this stock, it's going to go nuts, because those numbers that they were bragging about, that they were never going to hit the 32,000, stuff like that's going to start happening. Foxconn's going to put out some trucks. They're not going to put them out at a loss. They're going to hopefully make it more efficient and get the price right. I don't know how they're going to do that. I guess they still have that challenge. But they thought about it before they made this merger. They decided they could make the cars profitable, and they wanted to do it. How smart is Foxconn? I guess that's what all this depends on at this point. What did they see in this company? Where do they see the value? Did they see that they could do the body parts for half the price? Did they see they could do the chassis for half the price? The computer components, they already had them. What's the angle for Foxconn? I don't know. Feels like they might have already had some of the stuff. And yeah, So I think Foxconn sees this as a profitable endeavor, and they're going to reach the numbers that they want to reach. And that motor company might just go along for the ride. Um, I'm going to pick up a few more shares from now, and I think I'm sold. Yeah, what is it, $1? Okay, what can happen? Foxconn's not going anywhere, and they're not going to abandon their mission. So, yeah, I don't see any excuse not to buy a few shares. But anyhow, I like Lordstown now. I'm sold. Electric cars scare me, but if a company this big is backing it and buying it and building it and owning the factory and controlling everything, yeah, I trust it. That's like letting Elon Musk run Tesla. It's the same thing. This company will just challenge him, and they will do their best. And I think we're going to see some big things. So get in for a few shares. I wouldn't get too crazy. Who knows? Um, I don't know what bad things can happen with pockets this deep, but could just end up being a crappy division that they have to throw away in 2 years because some middle manager told them to. That could be the end of this story, or it could turn out to be a wonderful success. Um, was Foxconn correct in purchasing this place? That's the only thing. The original owners couldn't make a proper go of it. Uh, Foxconn thinks they can. That's the bottom line. Anyways, have a great night. Like and subscribe. Stock videos every day, just a few. Thank you.